This is Miss Cookie. Come on in. We starting class early. I know I always say class gonna start at 7 o'clock sharp, but this Wednesday is a 911. This is an emergency class. So if you got any time, come on in. If you don't, check it out later. Like I said, I am Miss Cookie. I am the instructor here. This is Pink Cookies. This is my class. But guess what? I need you to join in. I welcome all your comments, each and every last one of them, no matter who you are. No matter who you are, we welcome your comments. I told y'all the last time that this class was going to be on forgiveness. Woo! Forgiveness. Real, genuine forgiveness. I'm finna write that down. I still ain't able to turn this thing around so you can see it clearly, but you know what it is. Now let me see. Yeah. How you gotta do it? I don't know, but you see forgiveness. I see it, you see it, you heard it. Yes. What the world needs now. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. I want somebody to tell me what they know about that word. Because what I'm going to tell you about this word is, if some kind of way right now, if we don't learn how to first forgive ourselves and to go ahead and forgive those others that may have hurt you in some deep, serious, we understand why you don't want to forgive ways. You're going to have to get rid of it. You're going to have to set yourself free. You're going to have to set your body free from it. You're going to have to set that poison free. Let me write that down. You're going to have to set that poison free. It's poison. Poison. Unforgiveness is poison. Unforgiveness equals poison. Do I have to write that? I might have to write that. Unforgiveness equals poison. You take the poison off every time, put forgiveness back up there. That's the topic for right now. Forgiveness. But like I said, unforgiveness equals poison. If you don't let it go, if you don't get yourself free from feeling hatred or feeling anger toward these, I understand what kind of people. It's only going to poison your system. I'm talking about it going to kill you. And even if it caused you to kill, it still killed you. You know, it's killing. That unforgiveness is killing people. All day, every day. Yeah, the hatred and anger is killing people. And I don't have time to try to cover it up. It's killing folks all day, every day. There's unforgiveness. But today we focusing on forgiveness because we want to set ourselves and we want to set our minds and we want to set our hearts free. We can't carry it. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. Why you want to carry all the heavy stuff, baby? It's too heavy. You weighing a $130 and you carry 500 pounds worth of unforgiveness. And then if you already weighing 500, you should not want to carry none. No more, no extra pounds. You need to go on a forgiveness diet. Forgiveness diet. Some extra weight. Unwanted pounds. Yes, let me see who we got here. Do we have anybody? Hello. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for joining us. This is Pink Cookies. I am Miss Cookie. I am the instructor here. This is my class. And this week, this Wednesday hump day, it is on forgiveness. And I'm letting you know that we got to go on a forgiveness diet. We got to set ourselves free for harboring and carrying all this ill mess people attempt to do to us. And some that have succeeded what they did, but whatever they tried to do, it didn't succeed. Obviously, if we right here online together at this moment, baby, they didn't do anything. They sure didn't. That's why they said let your haters be your motivator, because what didn't, and they also say what didn't kill you, make you stronger. You gonna have to let this mess, not just you, even your instructor, Miss Cookie, we gonna have to let this stuff go. It's things going on in life right now that we don't have time to harbor unforgiveness. We don't even have time for the extra stuff that people have done in the past. They may have did it this morning. I want to know who's joining us. Hi, y'all. I'm Miss Cookie. This is Pink Cookies, and I want your opinions, and they're all welcome. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your status is. Forgiveness and unforgiveness comes to everybody's household. And when I say household, I'm talking about our temple. You know, all kinds of mess come at us. All kinds of stuff comes. But regardless, it's the things that's burden us down. We got to let it go. I'm telling you, have to let it go. We're going to have to go on a forgiveness diet. We got to let some things go, baby. We just harboring extra weight from these old silly folks, and they still out here doing whatever they was doing to us or tried to do, they doing to somebody else. Sometimes we can't even blame other people. You know why? Because they've been popped us one time, bop again, then we'll still let them bop, 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 bop. So blame, but let's take some personal blame today. Let me write that. Some personal blame. How about that? For what we allow and have allowed. Let's take some of that. Even taking some of that in. Woosah and blow it out, baby, because it just unwanted, unnecessary poison. We don't need nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's like so much in the atmosphere. So many things we hear. Some of it true, some of it not. But that we know true, I'm talking about that we know to the core is genuine. We need to take heed to. I'm sure you have. And we need to maintain. And the only way you're going to be able to maintain, first, like I said, you're going to have to forgive a lot so you can drop a lot. You got to let a lot of stuff go. Got to let it go. Got to let it go. Got to shake it off. We cannot let this stuff continue to keep us bound. Because guess what? They don't care, whoever will. You know, and some people will apologize and still be waiting to bop you again. So, hey, I guess it's up to you how many bops you want to receive out here. You know, because I'm at my wit's end. I'm bopped out. Yes, Miss Cookie is bopped out on allowing certain behaviors because of my own behavior. And it will have to be my behavior because, like I said, I'm taking myself in the presence of these people. I'm not even valuing my own presence because some people we shouldn't even be giving our time, let alone our temple. So that's why I said personal blame. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. And it's backwards every time, but you get it. Personal blame. Let me see if you can see it. Yep. Personal blame. I don't care which way it's going. You still see personal blame. Let's take that. On top of letting this stuff go. We got to let some things go, baby. We trying to be strong and fierce for the trials that's yet to come. Because we haven't seen anything yet. No. And guess what? We haven't lost as many people we're going to lose. Mm-mm. You know, it's just life, as I say. That's what's going on in our life. So, in order to get to our last day without allowing other people to burden us down, without allowing past mistakes or past trauma to burden us down, we're going to have to let a lot of stuff go so we can be able to push forward in the future. We're going to have to let a lot of stuff go so that we can be strong enough to handle what's ahead. You know what I'm saying? That what's ahead so heavy, you just don't have time for what's behind. Because what's ahead so heavy, we don't have time to carry it. Bye-bye to the past. Whatever you did to me, whatever. It's over with. I'm still here. You still here. Come on with it. You still here. They didn't do nothing. You still here. And that's what's most important. I am Miss Cookie. This is Pink Cookies. Today's class, this Wednesday, that normally starts at 7 o'clock. When I do get a chance to do it, it had to start early today because, like I said, today was emergency. It was a 911. You can call this class 911 if you want to today. But the topic is forgiveness. Stop carrying all that dead weight on your shoulders. I'm talking about blow it away, blow it. If you want to, if you're in the car, let the window down, let it blow out. If you're in your house, crack the door to window or something, let that blow it out. Trust me, I won't be using profanity, but I do have this right here. It may look backwards, but you see it. I have this for all my adversaries or whoever got something to say, but it don't matter what you say. You have a right to say what you want to say. You do. So it don't matter what you say. But in case you in my opposition, here you go. Because Miss Cookie ain't going to tell you nothing wrong. You hear me? No. And let me follow my own advice. I'll be right back. Hey there, Laura. Yes, let it out. From Morocco. Hi. This is Miss Cookie, and this is my class. I am the instructor here, and today's class is on forgiveness. Today's class is on forgiveness because it's going to take forgiveness for us to make it. For us to make it. You may not believe it, but it's going to take forgiveness for us to make it. Yep. And you know, we forgiving people, like I said, starting with yourself. Forgive yourself for your shortcomings. You know, everybody witness shortcomings, especially if they live long enough. They shortcome to the glory of the kingdom of God. They have shortcome as well. So if you your shortcomings, you're going to have to forgive yourself. You're going to have to let it go, baby. You ain't going to be able to carry it. Because guess what? When you promise yourself you ain't going to do nothing else wrong, guess what? Boom, here come wrong. Knocking. Trying to make sure and test you to see. I'm going to say, you know, being able to let a lot of stuff go and starting to love yourself all over again and even loving others, you know, the way we supposed to. Because they always tell you to hate the ways. You know, you have to hate the action. Because it really, when it come down to human beings, And like I said, in shortcomings, we all have done things that we need to be forgiven for. And they're just the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So day by day, we push through, but we must learn some kind of way to let go of all that behind, all that you have done, all that the world has done to you. You're going to have to let it go because we don't have time for what's behind. We have too much ahead. We don't have time for that. You're going to have to knock it out. You're going to have to shake it off. Like Sister Mariah said, you're going to have to shake it off because what's ahead, we don't even know what later on may bring. We don't know what tomorrow may bring. But from what they say, what's ahead, we don't have time to carry the weight of the past. Forgive yourself and forgive them. You don't have to deal with whoever it is after you forgive them. And if you do, by now, by being bop so much, you ought to know how to deal. They used to say feed them with a long handled spoon. That means it's okay. So, oh, yeah, okay. How are you? Good to see you. Hope the family's well. And keep on moving. Because like I said, we pressing ahead. We pressing ahead. We don't have time for people that we know only gonna drag us into a hellhole. It's okay to well, here is not a curse word, but it's okay to be of a little assistance if you can. It's okay. It's okay to help a brother or sister out. That's what you're supposed to do. But you got to keep it moving and don't give people. They always say this: do not give people what you can't afford to give alone. That way you ain't got to be upset and broke down and all ready to pune somebody when you don't get it back. Don't give. Do I have to write that on the board? I probably do. Don't give or loan what you can't afford to lose. Do you hear me? Do not give a loan what you can't afford to lose. That'll cut down on a lot of those enemies and that weight too. That'll give you a little more joy, in your daily walk. Because every day we need mercy to get through the day. A lot of days are better than others. And most stuff that sneak up on us is surprise, and some stuff, like we discussed earlier, was a build-up of things that we let slide, or things we did that we weren't so proud of, But the good thing about failing is we have the opportunities to get back up. We don't have to go do nothing harmful to ourselves or to others, because we have a chance to, I don't care how broken the situation may have caused you. Look what all Job lost. Yet he did not give up. And guess what came after holding on? Brother Job was blessed abundantly with more than he had before. So the key is pressing through, moving ahead. Like I said, that's why we don't have time for what's behind us. We don't have time for what Lucy did, what John, my first love, did. We don't have time. We don't have time what Susie did at work yesterday. We don't have time for Susie. We don't. Because you got those type of people out there, they gonna do what they do. You just can't let it get you. They gonna do what they do, whether it's to you or somebody else. You just can't let it get you down. Your biggest revenge is to keep smiling in their face. And while you smile, you thinking in your head, baby, you can't get me. You can do all the tricks of trade. You can't give me, because one thing about everybody, whether they admit it, whether they believe it, whether they receive it, whether they serve it, everybody's covered by the blood of Christ. That's why you be bouncing back. You ain't bouncing back because Satan helped you. We ain't start helping folk. You ain't bouncing back because he helped you. And if he give you anything, you owe him, baby. You owe him. So sometimes we better off without a lot of things. Especially if I got to owe you my life, my peace, just keep it. I'll stay broke another day if that's what you want to call it. A lot of times broke don't mean because I got money, I don't have value. I may not just have no money today. And then I might do. And maybe it's looking like I don't because I'm around people like them. He don't even want to bless me with what's for me because I got the wrong kind of crew standing around me. What good it gonna do for me to hit it? And then they hanging around to take it or to take me out for it. So it's timing, patience, all those things. We even wanted to focus on Philippians 4:8. Focusing on things that are pure. You know what I'm saying? We know it's some hard things going on. But we got to keep our mind focused on those things that are pure. Those things that we know genuine, not harming our psyche and definitely not harming anybody else. But like I said, forgiveness is going to be the key to your walk ahead. Because as long as we keep harboring things from our past and holding things against people who have hurt us, we will not triumph. We're looking for victory. We ain't spending all this time here on earth. You better tell people this. I'm not going to say it. You see what they say, and I'm not going to write on the board. You see it. Tell them to do that because we be trying to make it ourselves. And if you have children, you're trying to do the best you can with them. Prayer is key for them. To pray over them, honey, because they got their own minds as well. Don't forget that. So you can never expect your children to think like you. That's a whole nother topic. But forgiveness is going to be the key to knocking some weight off you, to knocking some pressure off your brain, to knocking some sickness out of your guts. Stop giving yourself cancer. Stop eating yourself up with stuff you cannot change or do nothing about it. You can't. I'm not trying to sound cold, but whatever you did, whatever I'm talking about, whatever it was, you cannot change it now. You can't change it right now. At this moment, you can't do nothing. Even if you lying to yourself to say you didn't do it, even if you lying to others about it, didn't do, you know you did it. Somebody else know you did it. God knows you did it, but it's not even too big for him. Even whatever it was, even to the extent, and like I said, I'm not trying to sound cold, of taking somebody's life, and that's a no-no. But even that with true repentance, with trueness and sincerity in your heart, you really hate you did. You really didn't mean to do it. You did it purposely, and you hate you did it. Whatever it was, you're going to have to let it go today, baby. You're going to have to let it go. I'm going to write that on the board. Let it go. You're going to have to let all this stuff that ain't going to do nothing but kill your peace, kill your livelihood. You're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let it go. Hi, I hope y'all still here with me. And I would hate to keep you a long time, but like I said, I just wanted to get a message out about this killer, this poison called unforgiveness. This controlling a lot of us out here. We're gonna have to let go and forgive yourself. We're gonna have to let go and forgive those others so that we can get the victory, so that we can move ahead. Because I'm saying there are still going to be problems ahead of us. You're going to run into things as long as you live. It's going to be how we handle those things. And the way to handle it going to have to be to let it go of those things that we cannot do anything about. If it's already too far gone, if you got $5 in the bank and all of a sudden you owe somebody $50,000, you might have to let it go. Who cares what the people say? They gonna talk, even if you go get something new. Even if it was something you couldn't afford and went bought for yourself or for someone, somebody found something wrong with that. So the key is falling down. We can't stay down. Got to get up. And a part of getting up gonna have to involve forgiveness. So maybe we can get out of here before 7. Yeah. But I am Miss Cookie. I do classes on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock sharp. I try not to do them longer than 30 minutes. I got to throw this back out again about focusing on those things that are pure. If you get a chance, check out Eternally on Amazon. It's 3 books. Eternally, we got Get Under My Feet, Heartbreaker. You got 2020 in the 2020s. 2020, we want to have sharp vision. During these 2020s, they have been hectic. And we have made it over halfway through. And first of all, we got Soul and Temple. Or should I say last but not least, Soul and Temple. They're on Amazon. They are lovely and quick. And maybe someone can relate. And we're going to get out of here, people. Class dismissed.